Standard 7, Subject History. Chapter number 11, Marathas, the Protector of the Nation. After Bajirao first, Shahu Maharaj appointed his son Balaji Bajirao alias Nana Sahib the Peshwa. Following the invasion of Nadir Shah, there was instability in Delhi. In these circumstances, Nana Sahib tried to stabilize the Maratha rule in the north. Ahmad Shah Abdali posed a challenge to the Marathas at Panipat. We shall learn about these developments in this chapter. Now, situation in the north. The regions to the northwest of Ayodhya province at the foothill of the Himalaya was called Rohilkhand in the 18th century. See here, situation in the north. The regions of to the northwest of the Ayodhya provinces at the foothill of the Himalaya was called the Rohilkhand, and that in the 18th century. The Pathans who had migrated from Afghanistan had settled in this region, and that they were known as Rohillas. The Rohillas had wrought out in the Doab regions of the Ganga and Yamuna rivers. That Rohillas established their powers in the Ganga and Yamuna rivers. The Nawab of Ayodhya invited the Marathas to subdue the Rohillas, and the Marathas chastised the Rohillas. The Nawab of Ayodhya invited the Marathas to defeat the Rohillas. Now, the conflicts with the Afghans. Ahmad Shah Abdali, the ruler of Afghanistan, was attracted by the riches of India. He marched on the Punjab in 1751 CE. There was anarchy in the Mughal territory. The Marathas were facing the threat of Abdali's invasions. He entered in India forcefully. In these circumstances, the Mughals found it necessary for their own protection to seek the help of the Marathas. The emperor was sure of the Maratha strength and integrity. There was no other power strong enough to protect Delhi, and therefore the emperor entered into a treaty with the Marathas in April 1752 for the protection of their empire. The emperor entered into the treaty with the Marathas, and according to this treaty, Maratha agreed to protect the Mughal powers from the enemies, and enemies like the Rohillas, the Jats, the Rajputs, the Afghans. And Maratha agreed to protect the Mughal powers from that the local rulers, Rohillas, Jats, Rajputs, and Afghans. And in return, the Marathas were to get cash money, the right to collect Chauthai in the territories of the Punjab, Multana, Rajputana, Sindh, Rohilkhand, and Subedari of Ajmer and Agra provinces. As per the treaty, the Peshwa sent As per the treaty, the Peshwa sent the Shindes, Holkar's armies for the protection of Delhi on behalf of the Chhatrapati. When Abdali learned that the Marathas were marching to Delhi, he went back to his country. Because The threat of Abdali was thus thwarted due to the Marathas. The emperor gave them Chautai rights to the Mughal Subhas. These Subhas included the Kabul, Kandahar, and Peshawar. Through the Subhas were previously the past of the Mughal Empire. Now they were part of Abdali's Afghanistan. As per the treaty, it was a duty of Marathas to win the Subhas back from the Abdali and annex them to the Mughal Empire. Abdali, however, wanted to bring under Afghans' control the region up to the Punjab. So, the conflict between Marathas and Abdalis was imminent and inevitable. Raghunath Rao, the Raghunath Rao, the brother of Peshwa Nana Sahib, accompanied by Jayappa Shinde and Mallarao Holkar. Under that, Jayappa Shinde and Allada Holkar undertook the campaigns of North India to combat Abdali. The local ruler in the north saw the Marathas from the south as their the competitor. They did not take into account the broad visions of the Marathas and the remained neutral, offering no help to the Marathas. They did not like the Marathas' supremacy and interventions in the Delhi court. Surjatmal Jat and Rani Kishori were only one who helped the Marathas wounded in the Battle of Panipat. Also, some Orthodox sects in the north saw Marathas as the people belonging to the other regions. They too left aside the broad visions of the Marathas. They persuaded Abdalis to invade India with a view to reduce the Marathas' might. They expected that Abdali would defeat the Maratha and drive them away back to the south, beyond the river of Narmada. Now, the Marathas standard on Atok. See the Marathas standard on Atok. That times the Najib Khan was a Rohilla chief. He found it hard to tolerate the Maratha supremacy in the north. At the behest of Najib Khan, Abdali invaded into India again. This was the fifth time he had invaded India. He captured Delhi. He returned to Afghanistan with a huge booty. Raghunath Rao and Mallarao Holkar marched to the north again. They captured Delhi, then driving out Abdali's officers. They captured the Punjab. The Marathas pursued Abdali's soldiers right up to Atok in 1758 CE. The Maratha standard was raised at Atok. Atok is in present-day Pakistan. From Atok, the Marathas pushed the campaigns up to Peshawar. However, they did not make proper arrangement to look after these newly conquered territories. Now, the Dattaji's Veller. To get the firm hold over the Punjab and to crush the Najib Khan, the Peshwa sent Dattaji Shinde and Jankoji Shinde to the north. To get a firm hold over the Punjab and crush Najib Khan, for that purpose, The Peshwa sent Dattaji Shinde and Jankoji Shinde to the north. Dattaji went to the north. Keeping Dattaji engaged in negotiations, Najib Khan established contact with Abdali. He requested Abdali to come to his help. On receiving the message from the Najib Khan, Abdali invaded India again. Dattaji and Abdali confronted each other at Buradi Ghat on the bank of the Yamuna. A fierce fight ensued. There, the fierce fights, the battle between the Dattaji and the Najib Abdali. Of Dattaji shown tremendous valor. He met with a heroic death in this battle. Now, Sadashivrao Bhau. Nana Sahib sent his cousin Sadashivrao Bhau and eldest son Vishwas Rao to the north to crush the Abdali. Sadashivrao Bhau was a Chimaji Appa's son. He had with him a huge army and powerful artillery. Ibrahim Khan Gardi was the chief of the artillery. He had defeated the Nizam in the Battle of Udgir in 1760 CE on the strength of his artillery. The Battle of the Panipat. In his campaigns of the north, Sadashivrao Bhau captured Delhi. The armies of the Marathas and Abdali confronted each other at Panipat. On 14 January 1761, the Marathas opened the battle by attacking Abdali's army. This was the third battle of Panipat. Vishwasrao fell a victim of an enemy's bullet in the battle. He disappeared in the battle fray. Seeing that their leader had disappeared, the Maratha soldiers lost courage. At that very moment, the reserve contingents, means reserve army of Abdalis, launched an attack on the Marathas with a fresh vigor. The Marathas were defeated. A whole generation of young men in Marathas was killed. Many brave Sardars fell on the battlefield. The Marathas believed that an outsider like Abdali had no moral right to rule in India. The Marathas fought at Panipat with the broad perspective that India is for Indians. In that battle, the 1,50,000 people were killed. One later described this in the poetic way, दोन मोते गळाली 27 मोहरा हरवल्या आणि रुपये खुर्दा किती गेल्या याची गणतीच नाही. Sadashivrao Bhau had explained the broad, all-inclusive viewpoints of the Marathas in his correspondence with the rulers in the north, saying that they were all native to the land and Abdali was an enemy from the foreign country. But the ruler in the north did not respond favorably to him, took a neutral attitude, and naturally the Marathas had to shoulder this responsibility to protect India. We can say that the Marathas were the first in our history to realize that India was one country and it was necessary for all the lend supports to the killing irrespective of these religions. Peshwa Madhavrao. See the Peshwa Madhavrao. After The death of Peshwa Nana Sahib, his son Madhav Rao succeeded him to the office of the Peshwa. Madhav Rao kept the Nizam and Hyder Ali at bay. He established the supremacy of the Marathas in the north again. After the defeat of the Marathas at Panipat, the Nizam once again resumed his anti Maratha activities. He invaded the Maratha territories. Madhav Rao defeated the Nizam at the Rakshas Bhavan near Paitan. Hyder Ali was the Sultan of Mysore. Taking advantage of the Marathas' defeat at Panipat, Hyder Ali attacked their territories in Karnataka. The Marathas defeat Hyder in battle at Moti Talao near Srirangapattan. He then agreed to cede the regions north of the river Tungabhadra to the Marathas. Peshwa Madhavrao died in 1772 CE. In the history of the Maratha, he is described as an honest, hardworking, determined administrator who was keen on a public welfare. The death of his capable Peshwa was an irreparable loss to the Maratha state. Peshwa Madhavrao provided the special attentions toward the welfare of the farmer. He dug many wells in Pune and increased the water supply to the city. Administrators like the Nana Fadnvis and the judges like the Ram Shastri Prabhune emerged under his rule. He reformed the judiciary for better justice to the common people. He started artilleries and ammunition factories. He also established mint to make coins. The family tree of the Peshwas. The two Peshwa who succeeded Peshwa Madhavrao, namely Narayan and the Savai Madhavrao, did not live long. During their terms, the Peshwa was in the grief of the family feud. The Raghunath Rao, who had once raised the Maratha standard at Atok, sought shelter with the British to satisfy his greed for the power. This led to the war between the Marathas and the British. Hyder Ali died in 1782 CE. After him, his son Tipu became the Sultan of the Mysore. He was the skilled warrior, a scholar, and a poet. He used to competence he used his competence to increase the might of his kingdom. He established contact with French and shook the foundation of British supremacy. He died in 1799 CE in a battle against the British. The Maratha supremacy rises once again. The Marathas' prestige in the north had suffered a severe setback because of the debacle at Panipat. Madhavrao dispatched Mahaji Shinde, Tukoji Holkar, Ramchandra Kanade, and Vasanji Ramchandra Kanade and Visaji Binwale to re-establish the Maratha rule in the north. The Maratha army defeated the Jat, the Rohillas, and the Rajputs. The Marathas restored the Emperor Shah Alam to the throne of Delhi. Under their own protection, the Maratha power was revived in the north. The Marathas suffered a heavy loss in the Battle of Panipat. Abdali's army also suffered losses. He did not benefit financially in the battle. In fact, Abdali and his descendant did not muster enough courage to invade India again. They realized that only the Marathas had the strength and capacity to control the anarchy in the north. They expressed their wish that the Marathas should protect the empire. They sent the message to Pune to establish the cordial relations. It is important to note that the Marathas overcame the great defeat at Panipat and successfully reviewed their supremacy in the political of the north. Mallarao Holkar, Ahilyabai Holkar, Mahaji Shinde had lion shares in all this.